morning. Welcome. Happy February.
Yes, February.
February.
My favorite month.
Is it?
Yes, to spare love and joy and my anniversary and Valentine's Day. Very
That's
close
awesome.
together, yes. I always feel
awesome.
love in February. So
That's great. Well, we have a real short intro today because we have a lot of stuff. We really do. So we're doing staff favorites this month. And so we have a lot of stuff to share with you guys, but we mostly wanted to say, first of all, thanks for all of those that came out and saw us at Road to California a couple weeks ago. We had a lot of people.
yes.
It was very busy. It was really fun, lots of inspiration and great products and things. So we just wanted to let you know, if you didn't have a chance to stop by or you're still kind of thinking about it, George did extend the sale prices from the show. So you can still pick up a machine.
Yeah, and I was there in the classrooms, and we have some fabulous classroom models, which on top of the wonderful pricing that we have for Road to California that George always puts out there, if you purchase a classroom model, you even get an additional discount. And the great thing about classroom models is they were only used that week. And I will say, for some of the classes that we had this year, they didn't even touch the machine until halfway in, or even just the tail end of the class. So you're basically getting an almost new out-of-the-box machine with just a little bit of time used on it. So
and we have
great option.
Yeah, some Baby Lock, Janome, and Juki.
Yeah.
So lots of options. So if you're thinking about a machine, it's a really great time to take advantage.
Absolutely.
Because we don't know how long it's going to go. So if you're really interested, do jump on that.
Yeah, and we were selling, we had a limited number of these classroom models. Once they're gone, they're gone. But we sold a lot during the event. So if you're really thinking about it, call one of our stores, reach out to us online, and we'll be able to help you with everything you need. And with that said, we always encourage everyone to visit us at moors-sew.com. And I always say, for any and all of your sewing needs. We have a great staff that do our website, and Cheryl can add a little bit of insight as well.
So we're just always busy adding things. We're in planning mode right now for events for this year. So I expect probably within the next few weeks, we'll have our calendar all solidified for the year. We have a lot of great things planned, and lots of good people coming out to spend time with you guys for some great sewing inspiration. So we'll be sharing that soon. And then please do take the moment to like, share, and comment, because we do have 3 rounds of gifts to share today. So we'll be pulling names shortly to share that with you. But I think I'm going to turn it over to Michelle, because she's got a lot of stuff to share with you.
Very good. So this month, our topic is staff picks. So I reached out to our managers, and I asked each store, which we have 4 stores, and I'll go over that in just a little bit, for 2 different staffs to pick a product that they are passionate about, that they love, and then we ran with that. And I even have Cheryl pick 2 things, and I picked 2 things. So I've got a lot of product to go over, but also a lot of information with those products. So let me head on over to my little seat over here. So the first item, we are going to head to Mission Viejo. Now, Mission Viejo is our original store that we have with Moores, and it's been open obviously the longest. And you can see here that I have a machine set up. I'm going to have it go to the close-up. But our first customer turned employee is Rita, that we have from our Mission Viejo store. Now, Rita's been with us for about 7 years. She is a teacher. She teaches lots of the bag classes by Annie's, and she is super knowledgeable. The item that she picked is the seam tape, directional seam tape. And if I can get it on the close-up, there you go. So this is a tape. It's made of washi tape. It is super strong and thin, and it's easily removed. You'll see on that tape that we have a red line that is the center line, and then there's 2 blue lines. Now those blue lines are exactly a 1/4 inch away from the red line. The way that you set it up is you put it on the bed of your machine like so, and you can see that red line is absolutely lined up with the needle position. So the reason that this tape is so wonderful is if you're doing half square triangles or any other item where you are marking with a pencil your sew line, if you use this tape, you don't have to necessarily mark with a pencil. What you can do is take your fabric, and I'm going back to the close-up here, and as you can see, when I line it up there, all I have to do is guide that, and you can keep that completely in line so that when you sew, you can sew without having your marked lines, which will give you a perfect half square. This is going to be for a flying geese, but it can get that done in a matter of time. And that tape, as well as having the center line, if you're sewing on the center line, can also use it for the 1/4 inch markings. And then all you would do is line your fabric up on that line, and it's a visual aid for you to sew straight. This tape, like I said, is strong and flexible, easily removed. And instead of marking your fabric, you can use this tape once again, and you can sew faster, more efficiently with just having it on the bed of the machine. Now, the tape is not meant to stay on your machine all the time. I do have that we had a couple customers that said if they take a little scissor and notch this off right here, then they can get into their bobbin case and they leave the tape on for longer than, you know, what I do. When I use the tape, I will use it for a project that I'm doing lots of half square triangles, and then I take it off afterwards. And it's super easily to remove because it's washi tape, so you can see it just pulls right off. I wouldn't say that it's reusable, but the great thing is you get a huge roll of this. So you can use it time and time again. And once again, this is directional seam tape. It's by Lori Holt, and it's what Rita picked this month for her staff picks. So our next item that we're going to talk about, let me get the machine out of the way here. Thank you, Cheryl. Is Laurel from Mission Viejo. Now, Laurel has been with us for about 34 years. She is a wealth of knowledge. She, as far as when I've known her, she is very passionate about threads, and she loves using her serger. So the item that she picked is Razzle Dazzle threads. Now, this is an 8-weight thread, which means that it's thicker than most. And what she has done with it is she has made this amazing little table runner, and she used it in her serger in the loopers, and she created this really fun accent. So just like the name says, Razzle Dazzle, it adds a little bit of sparkle, shimmer, and shine to your normal stitched items. Now, it comes, we have it in purple and gold. It is, I think it's Mardi Gras month, so no connection with that, but it's the perfect colors for that as well. But the great thing about this Razzle Dazzle thread is you can also use it in your regular sewing machine. And in the back here, we have a sample, if I can find it. Oh, it's on the front here. If we can focus on the table runner on the front, sorry about that, that looks like this. On that sample, she actually did in her sewing machine. And the way that she did it was she put the Razzle Dazzle thread on her bobbin. She wound it in her bobbin, and then she sewed with it normally. And it just gives you that little sparkle, shimmer, shine, razzle dazzle to your sewn items. So once again, you can use this product in your serger, and you can also use it on your regular sewing machines. 2 different colors of Razzle Dazzle. It's going to be one of those threads that you're going to be finding lots of usages for once you have it. So from Mission Viejo, we're now going to head up to Huntington Beach. Now, Huntington Beach, the first person that we're going to talk about is Robin Stanford. Now, Robin Stanford is the manager of our Huntington Beach store. She actually is the person that hired me for Moore's many, many years ago. And she is a wealth of knowledge. She has been sewing since she was very young, and her mother taught her to sew. She's been with our company for about 16 years, and the item that she picked is our extra large Stripology ruler. Now, this ruler is amazing, and it's one of those items where it would be on my list too if she hadn't have picked it first. But this ruler will make your life easier, faster, simpler when you're cutting strips. And I will say, I've been known to say, I did not start sewing and fall in love with cutting fabric. That is not at all what I'm passionate about. Cutting fabric is the least favorite part of quilting and sewing and machine embroidery that I have. It's one of those things, it's a necessary evil. I want to get through it. And when there's tools to help me do that, they instantly become my favorite. So what you can do with this tool is you can take some fabric. This is just some batik fabric. And the way that I prep the fabric before I cut is I make sure that the salvages are straight on the bottom so that that's nice and lined up. And then I fold over the fold to where it matches that salvage. I completely lie, kind of flatten things out. And then you're going to take this ruler, you're going to place it on top, and you're going to line it up with the guidelines. And hopefully the close-up camera can catch that we have it lined up on this black line here. Now this ruler has different spots for different markings, and they'll have stars for every 1.5, and it has blocks so that you know exactly where to cut when you need to cut. So I'm using my wonderful Quilter Select rotary cutter. And what you do is you simply drop it in the teardrop, cut across, and it's just as simple as that. So I started on a block. I'm going to go to another block, cut, another block, cut, another block, cut, and then the last one. And just like that, I haven't had to reposition my fabric. I haven't had to shift anything around. I can lift it up, and I've got cuts. Well, I have a little bit of a gap there from a thread, but you can see how fast it is to cut your fabrics. I love that. I love anything that's going to make it faster and simpler. Now, let me show you a few more of the items up close on the close-up camera. So you can use this for cutting strips, so you can make your own jelly rolls. You can use it to cut squares. You would cut one direction, and then you would flip it the other direction for lining up squares. It actually has markings if you wanted to do triangles as far as lining things up. And you will see here, hopefully, that it has the marks for cutting your squares. And on the bottom, you will see here, the stars are for 1.5 cut increments, and the squares that I was using, which are every 2.5 inches, are for cutting those strips. So it makes it easy. And I often say, I like things where I don't have to think. All I have to do if I'm doing cut it 2.5 inch strips is go to each of these squares, and I don't have to, finger count exactly where they are. I absolutely love this ruler, and it is a great tool to use to getting cutting done more efficiently, fast. And I will say yesterday at our Sew Fun Club at Huntington Beach, Robin set up on the side, and she started cutting for an entire quilt. And I think there was over 400 squares that she had to cut. Before I was even done with my presentation, she had everything cut. That's how efficient and fast this wonderful ruler is by Creative Grids. And on the last note that I want to share, Creative Grids has this wonderful patented backside that has a grip to it. So it's not going to shimmy or shake when you're cutting with your rotary cutter. They really have thought about a lot of things, and I know you're going to love this ruler just as much as Robin and I do. I was so happy that Robin picked that. Okay, so the next person that we have is Linda. Now, Linda is from our Huntington Beach store as well, and Linda has been with the store for about 4 years, and she's our assistant manager there in Huntington Beach. Now, Linda made, let me see where I can find the samples. So she picked the 60-degree triangle ruler from Quilter Select, and she made 2 pretty amazing samples from it. What she did was she cut from a panel all of these different pieces and sewed them together. And when she cut them, you can see that she fussy cutted on this one to make this beautiful little table topper. And the second item that we have is the floral in the background here, if we can get a close-up on that. Now, on that item, Very good. She used it to miter the corners. So she used this triangle ruler on the corners, and then she just used the straight part of the border print fabric to create this amazing table runner. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. And it was super easy to use and to make with this 60-degree triangle ruler. Now this ruler, let me take it out and I'll show you some of the wonderful features that we have with it. It has 60 degree, but it also has 30 degree. So on the point up top here, this is actually 30 degrees. So if you wanted to do a 30-degree cut, you can do it. The two sides are 60 degrees. And some of the other amazing features are, it has a center line with also the 1/4-inch markings. So if you wanted to do a triangle with two different fabrics, you could sew those together, line them up, and then cut your triangle and have a perfect triangle shape. You can also do diamonds. If you look at the center line here, that actually makes a diamond. So it eliminates one other ruler that you potentially can have. It also has it has inch marks, it has 1/2-inch marks, and it also has 1/4-inch marks. So you can really use it for multiple things. It really is an amazing ruler. And I was super happy with the items that Linda made with it, because when I made my samples before, I didn't even think of using border prints, but having them and making basically like a kaleidoscope is absolutely gorgeous, and it's a great use of those fabrics. So once again, this is the Quilter Select 60-degree triangle. So many things that you can do with it, and thank you, Linda, for creating such fabulous samples. Now we're going to travel to Brea, which is everyone out in the audience. Hello, this is our Brea people. Everyone give a shout out. Yay! So our Brea store, we have Karen Keneally. Come on up, Karen. So Karen picked, Karen, how long have you been with the company? Well, rumor has it it's 16 years. Oh, okay. So she's been with the company a long time, and Karen originally started at our Brea location. Is that correct? Orange, yes. Yeah. Orange. Oh my gosh, I'm getting confused here. You tell your story, and I'll be quiet.
It's a long sob story.
No.
Okay. I picked the these pads because I like these when I'm doing my free motion quilting, because you don't have to have a death grip on your fabric as it's going on, because if you have the death grip, then you get tired in your shoulders. And it's easy just to put these down and you're just moving. And then if you want to move over here, you just move over there. And if you want to move there, you go over there. They also have, I was using the gloves for a while, but like if you're doing it and then you have to touch your machine, you have to take the glove off. And I am basically a very lazy sewer now. I don't want to be bothered. So I love these for the free motion. And then you get a machine that has a stitch regulator.
That goes back to the first part. We have machines for sale.
Yeah.
Well, I love these too. And the great thing about them is you don't have to have that death grip. You can have them just simply lie in the palm of your hand and then use them for free motion. And if you're wondering what free motion is when you drop your feed dogs on your machine and you are absolutely in charge of where that fabric goes. Most modern machines have the capability of dropping your feed dogs. And what that means is the feed dogs are what pulls your fabric through so that you can do your stitching. So when you drop them, that fabric isn't going anywhere until you move it. And having these wonderful palm paddles that Karen picked is going to make that a little bit easier and more comfortable for when you do free motion quilting. Okay, so the next item that we have, oh, and I love Karen's picture, if we can bring that back up real quick. Oh. Isn't that cute? So the next item that we have is from Andrea, and Andrea is here at our Brea store. Andrea started actually out in Victorville at our store there, and then she went to Corona, and now she's here at our Brea store. And Andrea has been with us, she said, for about 17 years. Now, Andrea picked the weeding tool by R&K, and I'll talk a little bit about that, and then I'm going to bring in Karen here to kind of fill in some of the information as far as what you can do with this tool. Now, this tool has a super, super sharp tip, which is why it's used for weeding. So it comes with this wonderful cap, and I like to keep the cap on, and I will give you a little tip. If you take some nail polish and color that cap, then it's easier to find. And in my case, when it drops on the ground, I know when it's in my cat's mouth because she grabs anything that hits the ground almost instantly. It is weighted. So this tool is weighted, kind of like the Quilter Select rotary cutters, so that it fits nicely in your hand. You don't have to worry about where it is. It's not going to move about. It's going to stay firmly in your hand because of that weight, and that is on purpose. The other item that it has is it has a flat side here. So if your table is not completely flat, it's not going to roll away. It will go into that groove and it's going to stay put for when you need it. Now this tool is made for your scan and cut. And scan and cut are the machines that will do cutting of fabric. It can cut paper, vinyl, anything that you can think of that you can put through there. You can cut, and then I'm going to bring Karen back in, and she's going to talk about the weeding process with this tool. Come back in, Karen.
I will tell you, be very, very careful at the point. Learned that the hard way. So what you're going to do, like when it's cutting out, you're going to feel like a ridge between what you've cut, you know, and you just kind of go in there and just like pick it up. But it is extremely sharp. You do really need to be careful.
Now, for instance, if you've cut out the letter E, we're all familiar with the letter E, where it has the little shape at the top of the E where the curve is. And if you're doing a scan and cut, if you're cutting out an E that's maybe 6 inches big, it's not going to be as difficult to get that piece out. But what if you're cutting out a 2-inch E? It's going to be more difficult, and that's where this tool comes into play. That sharp point is going to get in there, weed out or pick out that part that you don't want, and then pick it out of it so that you're able to put it on wherever you need to do. And with your scan and cut, that could be machine embroidery applique. It could be that you're putting something on glass for etching. There's so many things that you can do with the scan and cut. And this tool is going to make it easier. It does come with this wonderful handy dandy container that keeps it nice and it doesn't keep it sharp, but it keeps it safe so that you don't poke yourself. And I will say from the teachers that teach scan and cut that I've been with this week, most of them require this for their classes. So it's a tool that you will need. It's a tool that you're going to love when you do your scan and cut. So thank you for Andrea picking the weeding tool for us today. And then the next store that we're going to is Corona. And at Corona, Josh is our manager there. Now Josh, and I just learned this week, Josh started out at our Mission Viejo store, and then he went to Temecula, and now he is actually the manager of our Corona store. And he is a wealth of knowledge. He's super knowledgeable about long arms and pretty much so anything sewing. He's a wonderful employee. And like I said, if you go to him, he's super friendly and warm. So Josh has picked out our DK5 by ODiff. Now, ODiff has made a product called 505. And one of the reasons why Josh loves this so much is because when he does his machine embroidery, he will often use the 505 for spraying in his hoops. And as we know, for anyone that's used 505, there is a little bit of an overspray. So what he uses is this wonderful DK5. You spray it on, let it sit for about 45 seconds, and then you can wipe whatever sticky stuff away. Now, Josh loves this so much, and he shared that he's actually used it on his car to remove sticky stuff as well. But he did say, it does not say on here that it's safe for cars, but I think you will find, like Josh, there's going to be other items that you can use as far as removing sticky stuff. One of the things that I have used this item on is my cutting mat. Now, with my cutting mats, I often use them in my room or on my dining table for when I'm spray basting a quilt, and I use my 505 all the time. So when you use the 505, it doesn't matter. I try to directionalize the spray to contain that overspray, but as soon as I'm done a day later, I can always see that there's a little bit of particles that have landed where they don't need to be. So I use that on my cutting mat. And I love this. I'm seeing 3 people running over and grabbing the DK5, but I use it on the cutting mat and it will remove all that sticky stuff super fast, super easy. And like I said, 45 seconds, let it sit, and then you can wipe your items away and you're not going to have that sticky residue anymore. So thank you, Josh. We love our DK5 and I know you will too. And then the next item that we have is from Lily. Now, Lily has been with our company for about 5 years, and she started out at our Huntington Beach store, and now she is at Corona. And what Lily picked for us are our Ultra T So Fine feet. Many of you, how many in the audience already have these feet? Yeah, pretty much so. Almost everyone in the audience have them, which we love them. Now, these are a George Moore creation. He designed and patented these, and we have them for you to use on your machines. And I will tell you that mine like to stay on my machine all the time. The only time I take it off is I'm really kind of addicted to my 1/4 inch with a guide, the flange on the side. But other than that, these are absolutely amazing. They are made to reduce friction and glide over your fabric. And let me share some of the wonderful words that Lily shared with me. She said that she has yet to find a fabric that these feet have not improved the stitch quality. And to me, that is just a huge statement. So if you're sewing with flannel, if you're sewing with vinyl, if you're sewing with something super delicate and light, something difficult like sequins, these feet are going to make it go flawlessly. You're going to be able to have the perfect stitching that you need, and you're not going to have the frustration of it puckering and pleating. So I think they're amazing. We have them for your brother, your baby lock, and then we have them for Janome, and then we even have them on your serger. So there's lots of different items that we have, and I know that we have them on the side here where you can see all the different feet that we have. We also have a set 2 for your brother baby lock that include a bunch of wonderful feet as well. And let me see. So this is set 2 that has a zipper foot that is gonna just go over everything flawlessly. That is just a huge thing. We also have the open toe and then the other feet. So they are just amazing. You're gonna love them. And like I said, if I've gone through all the stores, I've had everyone raise their hands that have them. And there's a reason why so many people have these feet, because they are absolutely amazing. And let me share one more thing that Lily stated. She said, if you don't have these feet yet, then now is your chance to improve your stitch quality in the future. So pick up your So Fine feet. It reduces friction, and it's going to make your machine stitch a little bit better than without them. So thank you, Lily, for picking those. And Cheryl, can I hand these to you real quick? Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, so now we are going to corporate. And I just mentioned Cheryl's name. Cheryl is our first person from corporate, and she picked 2 items. So I'm going to hand it over to Cheryl.
That's great. And before we do that, I have some names. So you want to do some
Yes,
giveaways?
let's do that. Let me get over
Because I know
there.
everybody's probably been anxiously waiting. So our friend Fatima pulled these for us. So the first gift that we have is a Steam Fast mini iron. We have a winner from Facebook is Jill McDonald. So please
Yes.
reach out to us at customer service and we will make sure we get that for you.
And Cheryl, who do we have in the audience here?
I'm going to let
Are you guys ready?
Yes. Who knew?
Okay, so we have the last digits are 257. Who do we have that has 257?
We've got our winner in the back.
Yay! Come on up and retrieve your Steam Fast iron, which I will say is the perfect travel iron out there. Congratulations. And then we
Great.
can do one more real quick,
Yes,
can't we?
we can. We have a great little design set that's called He Loves Me Designs. And isn't this a Riley or a Lori?
This is laundry basket quilts.
Okay.
It's a template. There's also a pattern out there. And I actually made the quilt. It's absolutely adorable.
It's very
It's
pretty.
a tulip pattern.
So from Facebook, we have Phyllis Van Sambeck. So Phyllis, congratulations. Please give us a call or an email and we'll take care of getting this to you.
Very good.
And then we've got another
And
winner.
then, are you
for
guys still
in-house.
out there? You awake?
Yes.
One of you is. Okay. So the last 3 digits on this are 210. Yay! Come on up.
Awesome. So we'll have one more giveaway. So keep on commenting out there because we do have one more for you. We'll get
Okay.
it for you later.
Thank
Okay,
you,
so
Cheryl.
I'm primarily an embroiderer. So the tools that I picked really have helped me in my sewing room really since I started sewing. My first item is really something that I started using right away. My samples are actually on the wall behind us. So my tree skirt and the sew wall hanger are both mine, but it's called a trimmer by George. And those of us that do embroidery, you know how we have the additional stuff of not only our batting, but we also have our stabilizer that we need to get rid of when we're sewing our pieces together. So what the trimmer by George does, I got set up for show and tell, so hopefully you guys can hear me, is it has a little lip on it. So when you're doing your sewing and you've pulled your stuff out of your hoop, you can just take this, slide it between on your seam, your top layer goes on the top, and you just fold it over. And then you have access to your batting and your stabilizer underneath. The caveat is you do need to use a 60 size rotary cutter because it needs to have the height to be able to clear the side here. So if you do a 45, if you go from the side, which kind of doesn't help you very much, you'll hit that little middle piece, the little that holds the blade in. That's why you need the 60, is you need the height to have the clearance. But it's super easy to use. You just go along the edge. And if you do have a longer piece, it is a little bit of a shorter ruler. So sometimes if you have a longer piece, I always just start at the top and just slide it down as I go. It's super easy to use. And the thing I love about it the most is it is a ruler. So when I'm done, I can just flip it over and I can go ahead and cut my 1/2 inch seam right in the same step. And then I've got my panel ready to go. So especially when you're doing something like this tree skirt was 45 hoopings. So once I had everything, it was just like assembly line really quick. But I honestly like keep this on my cutting table. I use it all the time, pretty much for every single thing I do. The other thing we have to do is typically stitch in the ditch, right? When we put our pieces together. So I usually use a invisible thread. The one we brought in for you guys this week is from Quilter Select, one of our favorite companies. And it's a really nice, it comes in some different colors. We brought the smoke in, which is kind of unusual, but it is still very transparent and easy to use. But you know, when you're coming through your stitches on your when you're going through your ditch, I like the invisible because if I get off a little bit, it doesn't really show, you know, so it's easy to use, really fun, and great thread. So those were my 2 things that I love and use all the time. So I hope you find those helpful.
Thank you, Cheryl.
You're
and your
welcome.
samples are just amazing.
Thank you.
So the next person that we have is me. So I picked 2 different items. The first item that I picked was our Quilter Select, and I brought in a thread set, which I thought is super handy. Not only does it not come in this wonderful case to store your threads, but there's 5 hues, and because it's Valentine's Day, I brought in Heartthrob colors. So we've got 5 different spools of the Quilter Select thread here, all amazing colors on their own. I just love the different colors that they have in this set. Now these sets come with 2 different types. It comes with the Para Poly Cotton, and we have 2 spools of that, and that is a 80 weight thread. And then we have the Perfect Cotton Poly Plus, and that is a 60 weight thread. And you can see, maybe if I hold these up, they do have plastic coating. The polyester has more of a sheen to it, a sparkle maybe, whereas the cotton is more of a flat color. So I love that we have the 2 options for that. And let me share why I love these threads so much. I love them because when I'm doing machine embroidery, I can use them. When I'm doing actual quilting, I can use them. They, to me, are the perfect crossover. And on top of that, they come with a bobbin that's pre-wound that matches exactly to the color. So if I'm doing machine embroidery and say I have everything quilted together or free motion, I can use the same color on the top, the same color on the bottom, and I don't have to wind something if I'm using the bobbins that are pre-wound, and it just works flawlessly. Because it's thin, I can use it with machine embroidery in my machine as well. If I wanted to, I often will match the back side, the threads to the back side of my fabric color. So if I was using just normal machine embroidery bobbin thread, that would come up white or black, depending upon which color I'm using. But if I use this, either wind it or put it in a pre-wound bobbin, then I can use, like I did here, a red, and it's in the machine, and you don't have to worry about matching your threads because it's already matched with your fabric. So I love that, and I use it, like I said, in my bobbin all the time. I also use it in the top, and I will say my top row of my koala, I have a thread stand, and that whole top row is Quilter Select. I love these threads, and I use them all the time. So I love these hues. We got red for Valentine's Day, and we have a 5-pack. And like I said, Quilter Select, Heart Throb Hues is what we have. And you're going to love these threads just as much as I do. Now, the next item that I came up with, and I can pass this around if we want to pass the sample. On this sample, I actually used every one of the colors with some straight line quilting just to show how well they stitch out. So I'll pass that around the sample so that the studio audience can see. Now, the next item that I brought in is a Lori Holt. It is a paper rose pattern, and this is foundation paper piecing. Now, many of you may not agree with me here, but I love foundation paper piecing because it's one of those type of sewing projects where I don't really have to think. I can just sew on the lines, and I can pull my scrap fabrics in, and I can make something pretty amazing. One of the advantages to foundation paper piecing is that you get perfect points. And the reason being is you're sewing on paper. Now, this 10-inch finished pad comes in little pieces like this. You will get 42 sheets, so you can make multiple quilts with this. And on here, you will see all the different stitch lines. And what you do is you actually sew on those lines. And that's where I get to the point where I don't have to think. Because I'm sewing on a black line, it makes it super easy for me. On top of that, if you have never done machine embroidery, if you've never done foundation paper piecing, it actually comes on the front cover with instructions and also fabric cutting sizes. So not often do you get a foundation paper piecing pad that has all of that. Lori Holt has thought of a lot of different things. And like I said, I love that her now has brought in flowers. It just makes it so beautiful. And let me show you my sample that I made. This is a very long table runner with the roses. And I used my scrap fabrics. So I used just a bunch of different reds. I used a bunch of different greens. And I actually used for the background, the white areas, I actually used my scraps as well. So you can see that they're not all white. Some of them are off-white. Some of them have gray to them, but they all work together. Now, this rose that I created, you can get very creative with it yourself as well. I just used a scrappy pattern on those roses. But if you wanted to do, say, the yellow rose of Texas, you could use yellow. If you wanted to make, like, one of my favorite roses that I have in my backyard is called Double Delight. And it's got a yellow, white, and pink colors to it. You can definitely lay out your fabrics and create a pretty amazing rose. So I love these. And to finish this off, I just did free motion, and it was super fun, super easy. And once again, I love foundation paper piecing because it's one of those projects I can pick up, make, and I hate to say it, but I don't have to think when I sew. It just makes it easy and fun, and this pad will do the same for you. So those are our items that we have this month for staff picks. We've got a lot of information that I've shared with you, and we have a lot of products. So feel free to drop those into your, if you're in virtual, put them in your basket so that you can pick them up. And in the studio audience here, be sure to ask us any questions if you have anything further on that. And don't forget, you can always go to moors-sew.com for any and all of your sewing needs. So the next part that we have is our show and tell. And I'll start with my first show and tell. And let me get up to the front. So this quilt I made when I was on vacation. When I go on vacation, I like to bring my travel machine. In this case, it's my Janome Skyline S9. And I bring a bunch of different patterns to work on. And for this one, this is called Lolly's Garden. And it is a pattern by Laugh Yourself to Stitches. Some of you may remember we had her here, I think about 2 years ago. We had her for our Sew Fun Club. And unfortunately, I will say that's when I bought this pattern, and it's taken me that long to make it. But it's a super fun pattern with 2 blocks that you put together. And I just did some straight line quilting to make it easy on there. But I love this pattern, and let's see what everyone else has today to share with us. Okay, come on in, Cheryl, and let's get our first person in.
She's trying to unravel. Can I help you? You want me to try to do that while you're pulling out her
And
thing?
typically what we're going to do is I'll hold the item, and then that way you can talk about it. There we go. Oh, look how cute this is.
This is part of the my girlfriend's quilt shop. Oh, they have the Scan and Cut Valentine's edition. So we're on week 3. Was yesterday. It's every Monday. I got the kit, but it didn't come in time, so I used my own things for that. And I can make another one now that I got my kit.
Very nice.
So that was the little banner, and this is a little mug rug. So it's half Scan and Cut and half machine embroidery. And then yesterday was this little mailbox, which was
sweet.
the most difficult thing to do, but double-sided tape was great. And then the last thing on that was stickers. This is all, this was just all Scan and Cut.
Nice.
And let's see what's next.
Oh, we have a deep bag with samples.
This is,
Yes.
OESD Year of Doors, the first one. I'm working on this January. I'm working on February right now.
Very pretty.
Nice.
I'm a little nervous. My first time sharing anything.
You're doing great,
And
man.
this is Designs by Juju's,
Monthly.
the monthly quilt.
That
I
came out
I
really
didn't
pretty.
I have January, but I didn't get it in time to put it up. But here's January's.
Oh, nice.
Love
But
your
I did have
colors.
to source all my own fabric for this, which I would rather have a kit.
No, you did a great
So,
job. The colors are
The
really
back
pretty.
on that, and then the house. And
What else is in there?
okay, I am doing also Kimberbell's mystery mistletoe mystery quilt, monthly quilt, or monthly sew along. So that's the house,
Nice.
and yeah, the little. And then one more thing.
Do you sleep?
One more thing I made on my 3D printer is this thing here to. It's a sewing machine, but it holds your phone.
That's cool.
Yes,
Yes.
I can. But yeah, and I made them in different colors, but that's it.
Very nice.
Thanks, honey.
Well,
Great
thank
job.
you.
Can I ask you a question? On a Juju, how is that panel stuck on
On the design by
Oh, I
Juju.
put mine.
Velcro?
You could do different ways like they showed, but yeah, I
Buttons,
use just the regular
Velcro.
buttons,
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Velcro. But I use the you don't have to sew it, so they'll just come off like that.
Nice. Makes it easy for switching them out.
Yes.
Great
Yes.
job, girl.
Thank you. Okay, Afaf, come on in. Oh, that's all right.
This is the small size, but it's so flimsy. So
Here, let me hold
still-
one.
Yeah, she doesn't want to put anything except batting, but it didn't. It's too flimsy. I
Look
think
how
I put-
cute they are, though.
and I-
So are they a sewing pattern, or did you make up the design?
No, it's online.
Online,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Very nice.
It's supposed to be an earring. It's too big.
Whoa.
It's too big.
It's a great ornament.
But
That would
I
be
made
a,
a small.
a huge earring. Maybe younger people can pull that off.
Yeah, maybe my daughter. Then this is my latest. Another.
Oh, another Swedish weave.
So beautiful.
Making them.
Hmm?
You must enjoy making.
Oh, yeah. Here, I'll hold one side. There we go. Let's hold it this way. So,
Yeah.
there we go.
So beautiful, huh?
Oh, nice.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yes.
Lovely.
So this is handwork, and do you do it in front of the TV? Yes, yes. It's gorgeous.
Stunning.
Thank you. If you ever need to find a home for any of them, let me know.
I was just going to say, I'm sure she has people lined up.
Okay, come on in.
I am very proud of myself because I took a class at Rhode and I actually finished it.
Yay!
That's awesome.
Something I've never done before.
Good for you.
This was a paper piecing.
Very
design,
nice.
And I just thought it was so pretty. And then I decided
Let
to
me hold it so we can get a close-up of it.
So I decided to use the Americana fabric because this is the 250th anniversary. So it'll be something special for this year.
Yeah.
Very
Then
nice.
Nice
I-
size, too.
Yes. Then I have to blame Marilyn
Ah,
because I ran into her. She was working the booth,
oh, yes. Glitter bug
the
fairy.
Glitter Bug Fairy booth. And she said, it's time I started to learn how to use vinyl. So I made this little bag. I made the matching little notebook cover to go
Cute.
with it.
Very cute.
And then she really talked me into a lot. And then I made this
Little
bag,
dragon.
the dragon tote bag.
Here, let me
Look at
hold
this
the
here.
cow so that we
Okay.
can get that.
So I just told my daughter this morning, I think everybody's getting a bag for Christmas.
Yeah.
They are adorable. I spent a little bit of money at that booth too.
Did you?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I feel better now.
Yes. Okay, come on in.
A lot of stuff.
Well, I hope there's socks in there because I think
Yes.
you have socks every month. Yes.
I,
Yes.
when we had the OESD,
Yeah.
then I decided I needed to embellish this a little bit more, so I did. I
Oh, that's so
added
pretty.
stuff. So it's
Very
one in the
nice.
back, so there you can,
Yeah.
from all,
That's
Both
nice.
sides.
so, yeah. So that's one. And I have a little tiny bag here. And this is a Hoop Fun Club design. And it's tiny, tiny little zipper pulls in all kinds
Oh,
of
those are
different
cute.
designs.
Yeah.
There are,
Let me see if I can hold some of them up so that we can get a close up. So we have a ladybug on this one,
there's
a little heart. I'm going to hold it this way so you can see.
Another flower. Those are
Another
cute.
flower. Yeah, these are for if you want to sew dinky.
What?
It's tiny, tiny stitching is what I'm going to call it. Yeah. So, and then you can't sew around that once you put them on there, or
you glue them
you
together.
glue them. Okay. Because I was going to say that would be super impressive. So on your machine, your embroidery machine,
Yeah.
stitch them out, and that's really cool. And it's just on a jump ring that you can use to attach to your zippers. And she's got quite a pile in there.
Yeah, I do.
It's awesome.
Decided we bought this pattern at Rhode, and I have, this is the super size.
Nice.
This is the
Let me
large
hold
in
this
the
up so
middle,
that she can get a close up
and
of
here's
it.
the mini.
Oh my God. What are you doing with the meeting?
And these are hand sewn.
So this, what a difference between this and this.
Tremendous. Yeah. That's what, 10?
This can hold your zipper pulls that she made.
Yeah,
Yes.
some of them.
Yes.
Not all of them.
Very nice. That's
It's
awesome.
got a lot of time.
Yeah, and I also do sewing by hand. So
Is that
this is my
crossword?
cross stitch.
Cross stitch, very nice.
Pretty.
So
You're like an all around sewer.
yeah,
Yep.
I do a little bit of everything. And this is a sweet pea. This is for your needles. So
Yes,
that you know
so,
which size and
so
what
let me
they
hold
are.
it a little. So basically, we had someone share this yesterday at Huntington Beach as well. So, and when you know your needles have about 8 hours of use per needle, but say you've only stitched 20 minutes and you don't want to get rid of that needle, you can take it, put it in here. It has the different sizes and the different types of needles. So it protects your needle until you need it again. And it's just a really cool little gadget to have to save your needles until you get the rest of the use out of your needles.
And I also use because I have another one too. So this is going to be my portable one. But whatever needle I have in the machine, I just put a regular pin on that side, so I know
That's
that which one it's in the machine.
Right. Because it's always hard to read on the
because
side
otherwise
of the
you can't
shafts.
remember
Yeah.
which one you put in. So that's
Amazing. Thank you for
And-
sharing that. And here we go.
here are my socks.
Socks.
Since
Super cool.
I missed last month, I had three socks this time.
Well, nice. Well, thank you for sharing.
Was the thing for the pins in the Oop project?
Yes.
It is. And it, once again, is that designed by Juju?
No, it's a sweet pea.
Sweet pea.
Sweet
Yes. Yeah.
The gal
Very good.
yesterday
Thank
And I
you.
added
stuffed hers,
extra sizes.
so it was like
Nice.
a pincushion almost.
Okay, Jan, come on in. I think every month you have a sparkly shirt on.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. No
Well,
sorries.
yes, I know a lady that makes them.
That's why.
I made a little wall hanging
Little
for
Nomi.
Valentine's
Let
Day.
me hold it so you can talk
Okay.
about it.
Yeah, well, it was a pain actually. So I made it bigger. I was trying to do the smaller one. It was looking too good, so
You want a little bigger?
I made it bigger in the machine, and it's better. And
He's really sweet.
yes, and then I went over to
Oh, I know where you went.
yes, and made this little zipper bag, and it was a kit, and it also comes with the zipper and a little tiny charm to go with it.
Nice. I'll hold that, see if we
Okay.
can get a close up.
And this one I had to struggle with, but it's a clear little bag you can put. I put stuff in it so you can see. You can put your little scissors and bobbins and whatever you want to put
Nice.
into it. And it also came with another little, charm on it. It come with the zipper. So those
So
are
it was a
fun
kit
things.
too.
Yes. Kits,
Glitterbug Flairy.
yes, they're very good to have kits. I do better with the kit.
Yes.
So yes, those are see-through vinyl, and then what I do when I got the kit, it comes with this twice. So I have plain vinyl and I put on the back. That way I can make two purses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ultra Glide tea feet are the perfect feet for making anything with vinyl.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, they are.
I
Exactly.
do have those feet.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Come on in. Which is up, which is down.
We can help you.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. I'll hold it so you can talk and they can see you.
Made it for my grandson. He loves dinosaurs. Now I got another great grandson that loves dinosaurs too.
Is that a panel? The pieces in the blocks, each block is panels or
No, I
what is that?
Applique?
Applique?
applique,
Applique?
and I didn't know how to do it when I bought the kit. I was at the Quilt and Craft Show at Pomona, right? My grandson ran in there to go use the bathroom, and he sees a display of this up on the
I
wall.
want that.
Grandma, buy me
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I bought it. I didn't know it wasn't put together.
Well, it's gorgeous.
So-
Good job.
How long did it take you to make it?
You want the truth? It sat for over a year until I found somebody that could tell me how to do it. And all these little pieces are all individually cut
Yes.
out. All these little junky things are all individually cut out and then sewn on there. Yeah, always fun.
Very good.
You're gonna love it.
Well, he's gonna love it.
Yes, he is.
So unless you've forgotten.
Yes. Well, thank you for bringing it and sharing. Thank you. Okay, Karen.
Last month you had the really cute bunny quilt that was in the back,
Mm-hmm.
and all your colors were very soft and gentle.
Uh-huh.
So I'm determined to use some of my scraps up.
Oh,
So mine is very eclectic,
well, very cool.
and I made the little runner.
Oh, nice.
That's cute.
Very cute.
That is gorgeous. I love your colors, though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I
Sorry,
made I made the squares and put the quilting under. and
Nice,
then block.
yes.
So this
You
was
used all the features of your machine.
yes, I did.
Yes.
And then some.
Yes. Oh, it's
So,
gorgeous. I love it. And I love that you used the cork on the
Yes,
basket. Very
yes.
cool.
Yes.
Nice. I love that. Thank you for sharing. I know.
Yes,
she came
I know.
prepared. Yep. Thank you, Karen. Come on in. I know where you've been just by your bag.
Oh, God.
Litterbug Ferry. Road to
I think
California.
that's the hit this today.
They had an amazing booth there, and they had so many patterns of things. And I have 2 great grandchildren. So for Scarlett, I made this little bag. It's supposed to be a makeup bag. She's too young for makeup, but she likes to carry different bags with stuff in it. Yes, it's see-through. I put tissue in there so you could see the pattern.
The little charm comes with it. I'm
well,
assuming.
I bought the charm. This
Okay.
wasn't a kit.
Okay.
I bought the charm separate, the little heart
So
charm.
cute. Very cute.
And Liam, I find oftentimes it's easy to find things for girls. It's a little more difficult for little boys. And he plays baseball. So this is a pencil holder.
Nice.
And this is for Liam, and it has a little baseball mitt as the charm.
Nice. They're going to love
So
these.
they're going to get these for Valentine's Day. And he
Nice.
won't be left out.
Nice. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you. Which way do it?
Whichever way you want. You can sashay to the left, sashay to the right. Okay, Linda.
Well, originally I wasn't coming today because I had a luncheon that canceled out.
Oh, well,
Donna reminded me that I bought 100 thank you cards because I ran out of homemade ones. The price was right. I'm a sucker for a sale. But yesterday or Monday we had our sew day, so I got back to making my.
nice. Let me hold that so the camera can get it.
Yeah, just I ran across.
Oh, they're really pretty. Is it an OESD?
I think it's.
Okay, it's embroidery library. We can say it louder.
Yeah, and they're just all different colors. I ran across a different pattern that I didn't really have any, so.
And did you use variegated thread on the roses?
No.
No, you
picked
just switched
two
it
that-
out.
Two that match,
Nice.
that go.
Well, they're beautiful.
Yeah.
And she
So-
finished them off on the inside.
I did. We found
Yes.
some double-sided glue, and Donna showed me how to use it. So
That's what friends are for.
I get more on me than I do. So that's about it. There's 5 or 6 of them. So that'll. She says,
Nice.
"Well, who are you going to give them to? You bought all those others, you know?" And I says, "Well, I'd like to give it to somebody who does something special." Well,
Right.
unfortunately, there's nobody other than that. So, although I did use some at Christmas for thank you.
Well, very
cards.
nice.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. Okay, we have another Karen coming in. She's sparkly as well. I think they know the same person that makes the shirts.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
I just finished this one up. It's an OESD.
Well, let me hold it while you talk so we can get it on camera, nice and still.
OESD called Christmas Flight.
Right, yeah. From this year.
It's a
It's a OESD.
A tiling scene, yes, it's a tiling scene from OESD. How many, do you remember the stitch count?
Oh, it's got to be over 1 million.
Yes,
I can't tell.
They're usually over 1 million.
Just way too many.
and did you buy the thread kit or did you?
No,
No.
I buy Isacore threads. for it.
Nice. Well, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's the first one I've seen completed, so.
Oh, you're kidding. I've done them all. And then
Oh, we
my
have another
Swedish
Swedish weave.
I'm not going to open it all the way up, but it's pretty big. And this is
Now, is
my-
the yarn that you used, it looks a little fuzzier than the rest.
No, it is a variegated yarn.
Okay.
And so I just did the whole thing with the variegated.
It's really beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Alrighty, that's it.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so now let's draw
Our last
for
winner.
our last little gift. I'll come over to you, Cheryl.
That sounds great.
Okay, so the last one, we have a little bit of notions. So we've got some labels, we've got some cleaning, we've got a little ruler, and
We have Carolyn Hunt from YouTube, who's won online. So thank you, Carolyn.
very nice.
Make sure you reach out and we'll get this to you.
Yes, and then for our studio audience here, you guys ready?
One last pick.
Okay, wait, are you ready? Yeah. That's a little better. Okay, so the last 3 digits are 2, 6, 3. Yay! Our first time
Awesome.
sharer.
That's great.
So that about wraps it up for this month's So Fun Club. Next month, our topic is spring into summer. So we'll have a lot of wonderful things for that. And as always, Cheryl and I would like to thank you for coming. And we look forward to seeing you each and every month. And until then, happy stitching.
And happy Valentine's Day.
Yes, yes.
And happy anniversary.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Take care, everyone.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
everyone.